Welcome to TechSpace, and in this video we're going to be going over how to make the perfect CSGO crosshair. So I'm going to also make a video on how to make a view model, the best view model for you, and this is going to be how to make the best crosshair. So what you're going to want to do is go to Workshop, and in Workshop you're just going to want to type in the name of this map right here, Crash. So I just go to make this bigger, search, and just type in Crash, and pop up. It's not. So go here and type in Crosshair. Now, once you type in Crosshair, the first thing that will pop up is Crash's Crosshair Generator, and this is what everybody uses to download or use their, or not to download, but to actually use the crosshair that they want. So you go here, you're going to start it with no bots, click go, and wait for it to load up. So once it loads up, we're going to go into what it actually takes to make the crosshair and what it means to have the best crosshair for you, because you know everybody has a different style, a different type of way that they play. As far as your view model, some people like the left side, the right side, the center, and your crosshair sort of goes with that in sync. So you want everything to be in sync and everything to be correct. So in this, we're gonna go over, how to make the best crosshair for you and how to get to that point where you feel comfortable with your crosshair. So if this will load up, this is my first time loading it since I rebooted my operating system, so everything's pretty much running perfectly. If you have problems with your operating system or your computer's just running slow in general, check out my channel. I have other videos on how to help you have better PC performance. Okay, so I think we're getting in the game here. So once you're in here, you're just going to want to go to whatever team you want. I picked Terrace because I like testing my crosshair with the AK. So I'm going to go back here, and you can see on the walls there's just crosshairs everywhere. And you can get the weirdest crosshairs, and you just shoot at it, and it changes it for you. So there's literally tons of crosshairs. Every type of crosshair you could possibly think. Again, you just shoot at it, it changes it for you. You can go over here and it shows you the teams. Each player in the team and the crosshair that they use with it, they update it regularly, if I can speak right. There's a bigger one over here and more teams over here. So you can go ahead, pick the crosshair that you want, and I like picking Nick Bunyan's just because I like that it expands when you shoot. And I just change it to green. And once you're over here, you can click on your crosshair style and change that. There's tons of different crosshair styles. I use crosshair style 5, and I'm just gonna go to size, and you go down here to this menu and you can change the size of it, thickness, gap, and you can just experiment. So say I wanted this one, toggle the models back here, switch your gun, wait for it to load because it's very laggy right now for some reason. It's because I'm recording. And you can just shoot and test your crosshair. Again, this is lagging, so just test your crosshair. You can go over here, and the bots will switch to over here, and you can get, sort of a different view. And you can go back again, change your crosshair. If I wanted to, create a bigger gap, go back, see how that does. Oh my god, that's horrible. Alright, well, that's basically how you test your crosshair. You can go over here actually, and it shows you, you can do your hit or your spray powder control. And you can switch to your guns. Of course, there's a bunch of money to switch back and forth from different guns. And once you're done, click clear, go back, change your crosshair again. Use something weird like this. And you also don't have to reload. So this is basically how you test your crosshair. There's tons of different crosshairs in here, and this is the best website that you can go to do this. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. Once you're done creating your crosshair, what you're going to want to do is go to share crosshair, go into the console, click copy. If this isn't popping up, what you're going to do is press escape, go to help and options, go to game settings, and go to enable developer console and make sure this says yes. Exit out, and then click it again and it will pop up. You're just going to want to highlight all of this code, copy it, and if you don't have a config file, I'll show you how to make one. If you do have a config file, then you know how to do it, and you're basically done with this video. But if you don't have a config file, I'm going to go over how to make that too. So once you're done, you've created your crosshair, copy it, close this out. You can exit out of the game. And now that we're exited out of Counter-Strike, I'm going to go to Steam. Now, once we have Steam open, we're going to go to Counter-Strike, go to right-click on Counter-Strike, go to Properties, go to Local Files, browse Local Files. You'll get this window that pops up, and this is the file section for Counter-Strike. Now, you're going to want to go in CSGO, go to CFG here at the top, and you're going to want to take this top folder, AI, and you're going to want to drag it onto the desktop. But before you do that, you're going to want to open something like Notepad on your computer, take that code and copy it in there. So this is your crosshair. Now we're going to close out or minimize out Notepad and copy this folder or this file AI, and you'll know it's a CFG file over here in the type. And what we're going to do with that is just paste it on our desktop. Let's paste it on the desktop, and we're going to rename it and name it auto config. And that's all you have to do. Click enter. Now you're going to open this, and if you don't have Notepad++, which you might not, you can download it. I'll put the link in the description for Notepad++, but you can just download that, or you can just use Notepad. Either way is fine. You're just going to delete everything inside this file, click save, then you're going to want to go to your crosshair, copy your crosshair code that was in Notepad that you saved earlier, paste that in to your config. Actually, I didn't get it pasted or copied. So copy it, paste it, and you're just going to want to save it. So now when you open your file on your desktop, you should have that config file, and it should have your crosshair's content. So now what we're going to do is at the top here, just to make this better, we're just going to type in 2 forward slashes and put crosshair. Save it, and now close it out, and see this file right here? What we're going to do is go back to local files, go to browse local files where we were, go back into CSGO, go back into CFG, and then we're going to take this config and paste it into this folder. Now, I already have one, so I'm not going to move this one. Yours won't pop up like this. It will automatically get thrown straight into this folder. Now, it'll say auto config right at the top here. If you have it sorted by name, because it starts with an A, it'll show up at the top. So once you see this here, you're going to want to go back to Steam. You're going to want to go back to where you see your library in Counter-Strike. You're going to want to right click on it, click Properties, Launch Options, and make sure you put +exec autoconfig.cfg. And that's basically how you're going to, it's going to call your config file when you load up Counter-Strike. So now every time you load up Counter-Strike, you will automatically have a crosshair that you've customized. And if you want to save it, you just go back through, open up that auto config, delete the code that's in there for the crosshair, and then replace the code with the new crosshair that you want to use. So you can change it anytime you want, and you're just going to want to click OK. If you don't want to do this part, you can just make sure the file's in here, load up, make sure again that you have the developer console enabled within options. So if you go to game settings, developer console, it has to have yes here, and then once you're in Counter-Strike, click the tilde button, which is to the left of 1 on the keyboard. This will pop up. Type in exec auto config, and it will say it will show up that everything that, I mean, it will load the settings from that config file. I'm sorry. So basically, there are tons of different things that you can put in your config. This video was strictly to show you guys how to set up your crosshair, so we're gonna leave it at that. And I'm gonna show a video, actually a part 2 to this, on how to do a Viewmodel. And I'm not gonna go back through these settings, so it'll be part 2 on how to do your Viewmodel, how to get the perfect Viewmodel for you in Counter-Strike, and that's basically it. So in the next video, we'll go over Viewmodels and how to add that to your config. And after that, there'll be a part 3 where I'm going to go over the other settings that should be in your config, as well as launch options for Steam that will make your Counter-Strike run a lot faster. So this is going to be a 3-part series, basically. If you stick around, you'll learn a lot of great things. Even if you've seen configs, if you know everything about configs, you'll learn a lot. I am, a professional when it comes to computers. I've been doing this for 13 years, so it's nothing new to me. Optimizing computers, taking apart computers, building computers, programming, I can do all of that. I know what I'm doing, and nothing is malicious about any of this. And yeah, just stick around. We'll go over tons of different stuff about Counter-Strike and how to set it up and optimize it best for your computer. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in part 2. If you don't need part 2, that's fine. Just please subscribe to the channel, like the video if it helped. If you stayed throughout the whole video, thank you very much, and I will see you next time.